Hello Golden State Warriors fans, we are here once again to bring you the latest news related to our team, and I would like to emphasize how committed we are to improving our performance to achieve great results. Before we dive into this intriguing news, I kindly request you to show your support by clicking the like button, and if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, I invite you all to join us on an exciting journey. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Draymond Green criticizes D'Angelo Russell for Lakers' loss to Nuggets. Warriors star Draymond Green dissected the Lakers' Game 1 defeat. Lakers guard D'Angelo Russell had a tough shooting night against the Nuggets, and Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green is attributing a significant portion of the blame for the loss to him, according to Green's podcast, The Draymond Green Show. Green said, "The Lakers might be facing some issues because Bron had a great game, AD had a great game, and they never had a chance to win the game after halftime. So that's a problem for the Lakers. They're going to need a better D'Angelo Russell. You can't just say, oh man, the shots didn't fall, when this is starting to become a trend in these 16 games. I can't just say that. The shots need to fall. They need a better Austin Reeves. You're on the scouting report now, step up now, I have to play better." But when D'Angelo Russell makes shots, the Lakers win games. When D'Angelo Russell doesn't shoot, the Lakers don't win games. That's why the Lakers were in the position they were in. Green talked about the Lakers' need for Russell to step up and be the third option after a Game 1 performance where he finished with 13 points and shot 1 for 9 from the three-point range. Green said, talking about D'Angelo Russell during the commercial break because they needed a better D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell during the commercial break showed up the rest of the season. Guess what, it's not 82 games anymore, it's 16 now, I gotta show up. A few more three-pointers from the Lakers and an overall increase in aggression from Russell, Austin Reeves, a free throw attempt, and Rui Hachimura, 4 shot attempts, might have kept Game 1 competitive until the decisive moment. There are ways to mitigate Russell if he's not playing well. The Lakers can reduce his minutes, for example. Either way, Gabe Vincent and Spencer Dinwiddie are superior defensive options. The Lakers can also force more Reeves/LeBron pick-and-rolls, as well as actively seek out Hachimura on the baseline. After Game 1, Coach Darvingham said that the Lakers have plenty of ideas on how to contain Jokic. Los Angeles mainly used Anthony Davis as the primary defender, but Hachimura also took turns. "We'll dissect that and make our adjustments," said AD. "Talk amongst ourselves and see if we're helping Rui, if we're going to leave him on an island when he guards and stuff like that. So we'll make the appropriate adjustments in Game 2. If that means I'll be with him throughout the game, so be it." But that was the game plan for tonight. The Golden State Warriors' drastic trade proposal, beyond comprehension. Many believe that the Golden State Warriors need a drastic change this offseason to help revitalize their declining dynasty, but some things are still too extreme to even contemplate. However, that's exactly what Scott Osler from the San Francisco Chronicle did in a recent article proposing whether the Warriors should make the unfair decision to trade Steph Curry. Almost everything should be on the table for the Golden State Warriors this offseason, but trading Steph Curry is not one of them. Most acknowledge that the Warriors need to reinvent their team around Curry after missing the playoffs this season, but it may be easier said than done, with little guarantee they can return to the NBA mountaintop. Should they, therefore, consider the drastic step of parting ways with him entirely? Despite being 36 years old, Curry still holds immense value that could accelerate the Warriors' rebuilding efforts in the coming years. If another team offers the Warriors a bounty of draft picks and prospects in exchange for Curry, thereby starting a necessary team overhaul, the Warriors should at least consider the offer and present it to Curry. Scott Osler. From a purely transactional perspective, it may make sense for the Golden State to contemplate such a move. However, it's not just about any commercial value but the idea of trading the franchise's greatest player ever. Osler admits that a trade should never happen without Curry's consent, but one could argue that it should only happen if the two-time MVP himself initiates the conversation. Responding to the idea on Tuesday, Mark Willard from 95.7 The Game stated that he would rather see the Warriors lose for a decade than trade Curry. That sentiment resonates with many Golden State fans, given the immense esteem he holds within the fan base. Simply put, trading Curry is an unfathomable concept that shouldn't be entertained by anyone other than Curry himself. If the 15-year veteran desperately wants a chance to win and believes he needs to do it elsewhere, then he should be respected enough for the franchise to consider it. However, it's not something the Warriors should actively push for or entertain in such a manner. Draymond Green's wise advice for Kevin Durant and the Suns to beat the Timberwolves. Draymond Green is offering some advice to the Suns ahead of Game 2. The Phoenix Suns had a strong record against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the regular season. However, their dominance over the Wolves came to an end in Game 1 of the first-round series last Saturday, as Kevin Durant and company suffered a brutal 120-95 loss in the Twin Cities. Durant played well in that game, managing to get what he wanted most of the time on offense against Minnesota's touted defense, but he didn't receive enough support from his star teammates Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. Enter Draymond Green, former teammate of Durant and forward for the Golden State Warriors, who offered unsolicited advice to the Suns during a recent episode of his podcast, The Draymond Green Show, on how the roles of KD, Booker, Beal, and even Grayson Allen should be in the Timberwolves series. What the Phoenix Suns will have to do is have KD or Anthony Edwards throughout the series as their matchup, said Green. Durant's length and mobility still pose a significant defensive threat to Edwards and the Timberwolves, but asking the future Hall of Famer to carry the bulk of the scoring load and be the #1 weapon against Minnesota's highest scoring threat at the same time seems to be too much for Green. And what Phoenix has to do is rely on Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Grayson Allen. You're going to have to hit some shots, and they're going to have to rely on those guys to carry the low-post attack because asking Kevin to try to clamp down on Anthony Edwards and then carry the offensive load in year 18, that's not happening every night. The loss to the Timberwolves can also be attributed to Durant's lack of support. Booker scored 18 points but was inefficient at 5-18 from the field and also committed 4 turnovers. Beal was more efficient, shooting 15-6 from the field for 15 points. But that's not living up to what Phoenix dreamed of getting from him in the playoffs when they traded for him last summer. Allen, who is questionable for Game 2 at the time of writing due to an ankle issue, missed all 3 of his field goal attempts, all from the three-point area, in Game 1. Returning to the series opener, the Suns got an excellent offensive performance from Durant, which wasn't a big surprise. He scored 31 points to lead the Suns while shooting 17-11 from the field and hitting 7 of his 9 free throw attempts. He also had 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 steal in 39 minutes, the most anyone on the team played in that contest. Durant's stellar game was only offset by the much more balanced offense of the Timberwolves, led by Edwards' 33 points. Edwards had a fantastic start to the series, and that's not a good sign for the Suns, who were also outscored in the series opener by 52-28. The significant difference in the rebounding department in Game 1 explains a lot as to why the Timberwolves also ended up with 13 more field goal attempts than Phoenix. The Suns certainly don't want that to be a trend against Edwards and the Wolves, who finished the regular season in 10th place overall in the league with a field goal percentage of 56.0. Thank you for staying up to date with the latest news about the Golden State Warriors. We hope you enjoyed the insights and highlights we shared. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for real-time updates on the most exciting time in the NBA. Feel free to share your ideas and opinions about our beloved Golden State Warriors. May we can have better days next season, and let's root together for the Warriors' success. Thank you.